Yeah. Now we're going.
You hear the music, yes? You don't have your headphones in, Mr. Not
I
Professional.
looked so greasy on camera. I didn't realize that until just now.
They fell out because you're too greasy?
I'm so greasy.
Slipped right out?
Hey, man, we're in Tampa on December 26th. It's hot as shit today.
I know, I'm here, right next to you.
This is the ROI podcast, #1 comedy business podcast in the world.
Yep.
In the world.
I don't want to do it now. Computer's getting slow.
We really outkicked our coverage with this guest. I don't know how we got him on, but
yes, in retrospect, great kid.
Dugoutmugs.com is where you can go to find your dugout mug. And I didn't make a nappy dugout joke the whole time. It was right there.
Yes, thank you. What do you mean right there? What was it? Go ahead to it.
You know I would have shoehorned in a bad pun like that because I'm big pun.
Just did a pun on pun.
Fuck all the rest of the stuff we usually do in the intro. Let's just get into this interview. Howdy, Tommy!
Oh, God.
I lost my voice.
It's good. He doesn't hear it. He doesn't play like it didn't happen.
We're going, aren't we?
Yeah, but I could cut the beginning out.
Hey, people like the chit chat sometimes.
How's that? Well, they're getting it hard.
So that's fucking up on Mike. So you're in the Tampa Bay area?
I'm in Lakeland, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Shout out Ray Lewis.
There's a few dudes from
I was gonna say interesting choice.
Ray Lewis with the Kathleen.
Well, Levelson, yeah.
Chris Rainey.
Well, I'm a baseball guy, so let's give Chris Sale.
Chris Sale, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Comeback player of the year, great dude.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I like any professional athlete who doesn't look like a professional athlete.
There's plenty of that.
I just like
John Dez.
Right, perfect example.
Yeah.
Right over my shoulder, that's Johnny right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's me and John. He's a good dude.
Well, if you got a picture and you're friends with John Daly, I think we can be friends with you. We're gonna do some lightning round questions.
Yeah.
To get people to know you, and then we'll kind of get into it. But we'll try to do it fast. So hit that music. Perfect.
Who's that for just now? Who's that for?
Just to make fun of you. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
What's your favorite sports memory?
My favorite sports memory? I took my daughter to the Rays playoff game, and she got a foul ball. That was pretty cool.
Oh man,
Oh, that's awesome.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took my kid to a Rays game. We was at the outfield, and he was like, "Are they going to hit it over here?" I was like, "I don't know how to explain. Home runs are pretty tough to grab."
Right.
In the bad seats I had.
Yeah, they have the bar really set high now. You got to remember, like with what I do, especially, and we'll get into it in a minute. Like they've had some experiences that most don't get and can't get access to. Right? It's kind of perks of the gig.
Yeah.
But
Be sure and let them know as it's happening.
I document it.
What's better, cake or pie?
I don't like sweets, man. But if you got to choose one of those two, probably pie.
What time do you get up in the morning?
Whenever. Usually, well, I got 2 young kids, man, so it's the time to take them to school. But if I didn't have that to do, probably like 9.
What's the first time you French kiss someone?
Someone.
Dude, I'm old now. I don't even know. It's been a minute.
You don't remember?
No.
When did you lose your virginity?
17.
Quick answer. I'm jarred by that last line of questioning.
That's my favorite one of the lightning round. Keep going.
You ever seen a ghost or a UFO?
What's that?
You ever seen a ghost or a UFO? Or had a
No.
weird experience?
Now, I met some weird ass people, but no.
That could count.
Does God exist?
Yes.
All right, we got 2 more, and then we'll let you plug away about yourself and what you do and why you're on the show. Did you listen to the show or watch the show before coming on?
No.
No, overwhelming.
Stop asking. Stop asking.
I think it's funny. I've done the same thing too. I've gone to a podcast I've never listened to. What advice would you give your 13-year-old self? Yeah, hits you
What
hard.
other people think doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah, that seems to be the overwhelming.
I'd say that's number one overall draft pick.
Family Feud would be like thing.
What are you making all that noise over there for?
I'm fidgety. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. Jesus.
It's post Christmas. You should be wearing all the stuff, all the clothes I got for Christmas.
All at once.
Did you do that? Yeah. Did you do that when you were little?
No.
You never.
It seems hot.
I gotta wear all this shit.
Look, when I was little, like, I'm from Florida, right? So we don't wear a ton of clothes anyway, because it's hot. But I didn't get a ton when I was little. It was kind of get what you get and shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably had about 2 outfits total put together.
Exactly. We all didn't grow up with silver spoons in our mouth. Look at all the clothes I have. It's so many clothes that it's funny, that it's a joke with the family.
Ooh, he got me. Kris, why don't you tell everybody who you are, what you're about? I knew of your company before you came on, so that's
cool.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't. Like, you're asking about the podcast. It's crazy the amount of revenue, and we're coming up on $60 million in sales selling bat mugs, man. Like, it's crazy. And 7 out of 10 people I talk to never heard of it, never seen it. Right. So it's just it's a good testament of how big the world is. Right. So the fact you've heard of me and our stuff, that's pretty awesome. So I love that. Now I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm 44 years old. This whole party started when I was in my early 20s. I started, I'm completely unemployable. That's for sure. I figured that out pretty quickly. And then I started just digging in, man, like social media. I was opening Gold's Gyms. I was a manager. My management, my leadership really started to show in my early 20s. I think I was like 22, maybe 23, and I had like 50 employees, right, working under me. Which the fact that I could even do that, hindsight, now I realize how abnormal that was. Here's one thing led to another.
Tough. Gyms are tough business.
It was a cool business. It was a really cool business. And I enjoyed it. But it's like, somebody gave me some advice one day. His name was Brian at the front desk. He's like, dude, the owner's not going to step aside and give you this thing. And I was like, damn, that's a great point. And I put in my 2 weeks.
Shout out your front desk, Brian.
I was the top, I was the guy. And I walked out. It was April Fool's Day. Funny, whatever the hell.
Did they take you seriously?
No.
They thought you were joking around.
Left. There's no reason I should have left, except in my mind. Mom cried, dad cried. They're like, "What are you doing? You're giving." I'm like, "No, I got this." Right. When I chose not to go to school, they're like, "What are you doing? You're throwing your future away." It's like, I'm not built for that. I'm built for different things. And the more every day that goes by that I operate in alignment, it's just more and more clear to like just chase that path. So me at my core, unapologetically authentic. I have a tremendous network because I believe that it's not somebody else's job to remember you. It's your job to be unforgettable. And everywhere I go, everything I do, I try to be unforgettable. And I'm doing a pretty damn good job of it with this business, with this brand. And I connect with people, man. And Dugout's my 9th company. I've started a handful of things. I've been in everything from the restaurant industry. I was in the cannabis industry from the tech side. Apparel. I really cut my teeth in apparel. That's kind of where I got my start with e-commerce. Consulting. I still own my consulting company. It's just kind of, I was trying to find my way, and it's fail fast, fall forward. Right. And, I got real sick when my oldest daughter was born, and I had a life-threatening experience, and it really shook me. And when I came out the other side of that, I decided to start, living more in alignment to who I was. Love me, hate me, I don't give a damn, right? And then I build on that. And then Dugout came to me, the product came to me through a really cool dude named Randall. And he's like, "Hey man, what do you think about this?" I was like, "I think it's kind of goofy, but we'll see what we can do." We both just dumped everything we were doing. We teamed up in 2017 in this rocket ship, and I bought him out a couple of years ago. He was ready to hang up his cleats, on this project. He did what he came to do. He took something from inception to, creation to scale. And it gets a lot of pressure. When you get a business to a certain point, there's a lot of pressure. And some people are built for it, some aren't, and I was like, dude, I'm kind of having a lot of fun because fun's a big currency for me. So when you ask who I am, I have a very different set of metrics and currencies than most. And funds right at the top of that list.
It sounds like you're pretty self-aware.
Yeah, I got one last lightning round question. Are you hiring?
Actually, we are working on getting more and more lean. We're running the whole operation.
Do you need somebody to fire some people?
He's keto. He's 5% body fat. So lean,
Doing it.
you got it.
You know what's crazy is we're doing it without a sales team. I have no sales team. Wow. So, real answer, I'm looking in 26. I got my board here of all here's what's happening, right? We did a 2026 vision meeting the other day. Me and my guy Jared, my COO, and top of that list, man. Well, actually, third on the list is getting that sales team built out, because I think with what I do, we've proven it. With the amount of sales we have, 60,000 reviews online, we're putting cool stuff into the market, period. And if I get more people telling that story, man, it's just going to keep rolling. We're opening up next week. We're opening up Dugout, Canada. So we got that happening. A lot of cool stuff.
Well, you guys will have to talk offline. You manage sales team. You've been in sales, done high ticket, all of it.
This stuff sells itself, bro. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That's what I'm talking about. I like what you got to say there.
We're sports nerds, so
Exactly.
I probably saw someone drinking it out of it at a game on Instagram or something. It was like my monkey brain, frat boy brain's like, that's tight. I like that.
Nice.
What did your parents do? Because I have an inkling. I think I'm really
Losing that voice, huh?
Yeah. Look, I got a new Nintendo. I got a Nintendo with a power glove. And I screamed. I squealed. No, what's it called? My family, most of them are, only my brother-in-law is really an entrepreneur. And he's the only one in my family I can talk to about some of this stuff. Everyone else is kind of old school,
Yeah.
I try to explain, there's no gold watch retirement parties anymore. Everyone's a free agent all the time now. It's like the NIL in college. It's every year you're a free agent. So it's they don't really understand that. I just stopped trying to explain it. But I'm guessing from what you said, when your mom cried, you leaving a steady job, and you didn't know what you're going to do next. The entrepreneurial kind of personality wasn't really well known like it is now, I would say.
No. And here's why. So I was actually curious your feedback, because which this threw me off a little bit. So my mom was a solo entrepreneur well before it was cool. So for 40 years now, in Winter Haven, she has a ceiling fan and lighting store.
Tight.
So she still got it. She's in her 60s, still hanging up fans and lights and doing.
Your mom,
Dan?
Yeah.
No, Dan tried moving in next door to her, and she shut his ass down. And mine's in on the little guy, and she buried it.
For those outside the area, Dan's fan city is everywhere in Central.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So my mom's Jan. She worked for
no way
originally, and she's like, they're not doing things the way they need to be doing things. So she launched All About Fans by Jan,
nice,
around the corner, and she's been there 40 years, bro.
Wow,
40 years. So a solo female entrepreneur decades before it was cool, right? My stepfather was the town barber. So the network and it's who you know.
Right.
Who you know goes a long,
especially in those towns.
Right. And so I got that from him. My dad was a legendary car salesman in the state. So the sales, the hustle, the buddy this, that side of it, I got a lot of that from my dad. I don't know. I think my mom saw how tough it was. I think going through the shit she did, being a female in a predominantly male dominated industry, solo, all that. So I think she was maybe scared, right? Like, oh God, I don't want my kids to have to go through that. But yeah, I think that's got to be it, right? But in my family, I'm certainly the first one to be a self-made millionaire. So
remind them that on Christmas morning.
Yeah, I'll put it in all the Christmas cards. No, my mom was here for Christmas. She was, she's a super huge supporter. All my mom and dad, stepdad, everybody. I've spoken to all of them in the last 24 hours.
Well, maybe it was more of a mom cry of just my mom says her job's to worry. And I'm like, I hate that
Yeah.
because you create things that don't need to worry about.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, fat lot of good, they're going to listen to me. Like it's not, she's going to keep doing it. I can't do anything about it. But
Yeah.
so it was maybe more of a worry of a mom, but also empathetic to like, hey, entrepreneurship isn't easy.
No.
We like to say
Fun though.
wait, it's fun. It's fun and it's satisfying when you're hitting these little goals and getting up. It's the best beer you have at the end of the day. But it's lonely and it's isolating and it's one of those things that can feel like your boat just ran out of gas in the Gulf. You can see the shore. You're pretty sure you're going to get back and it'd be fine, but you're not 100% sure. And it depends how you look at it. If you get anxiety, you might not make it back there.
See, I feel like you're trading anxieties. It's like, which one do you handle better? The one that you're in control or the one where somebody else is in control? Because you're going to be stressed out either way. I mean, probably more like administrative stress and things that, is just annoying as an entrepreneur, where when you're, working for somebody else, you're just at their behest. Like you can't do anything. Like, it's a point where it's like,
but you're always working for someone else, even if you're an entrepreneur. I mean, his
that's what I'm saying.
He's going to his customers. I'm client facing, with the marketing agency. So it's like, you'll have someone you have to report to at some point. No one gets out clean like that, but I don't think I don't know. I think it's a satisfaction of like, when you get in a corporate position anywhere, it could be an office, could be Gold's Gym, trying to sell those January deals so they don't show up in February the rest of the year, because that's the big box gym model. I'm going to circle this one right here. We got a deal going. No upfront fees.
Really good impression.
There's a lot of psychology goes into a lot of that marketing. I took it into the e-com world.
Yeah, for sure. I used to work at Gold's Gym in Venice, which was the nastiest headquarters of a gym. Everything was like 50 years old by the time I got there, all the equipment and whatnot. But it's one of those things where when I get stuck in a corporate position or, your full-time job or whatever, I always felt like, man, I'm not being used to the potential I know I can do. And that frustrates me more than anything. But yours is probably more likely for most people. I don't know.
My what?
Your thought about it's more about control,
Oh, I was just saying, like, it definitely takes a certain kind of person to be an entrepreneur. And if you're like trying to figure it out for yourself, it's like, just what are you better able to handle? Like, what are you going to feel more comfortable with day in and day out dealing with?
Yeah. You have 9 businesses that we said, 9 brands. Well, I want to go back to, you bought out your partner.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah,
and there's always the theory, if you have founders that start businesses, and there's a lot of theory around. There's guys that can get the company up and running, and there's a lot of guys that can scale and keep it growing at a large an enterprise level, right? It seems like you're the weird flex of both of those. Is there anything you did to work on that muscle?
One of probably the best things I did, and it's been a practice over several years, is identifying which currency I'm collecting, right? And if you're constantly worried about the dollar, it's black and white. There's good days and there's bad days, right? Fun is a currency to me. Experiential living is a currency to me, right? When I can look, every single one of these things is somebody I've worked with, played golf with, collaborated with, Hall of Famers all the way across the top. It's just like, this is a currency to me to live a life worth telling a story about. Right. So when I started understanding that some days could be financially bad, but experientially great, like I still won that day. Right. And I think And with entrepreneurship, your durability is probably one of your best, traits. How durable are you? How long can you grind? Because you can be losing, but you don't lose until it's over, right? So you can go through a lot more financial downtimes if the other bank accounts are being filled up with these other currencies. You know what I mean? Like, I think that perspective helped me tremendously, and it also helped guide me to do things that I enjoy. Like, I have fucking love my job. What I do is fantastic, and I love it every day with all these people and all this stuff, and I do cool stuff and put great things in people's hands. They love it. Like, it's just a fun gig. It's and I can go to bed every night fulfilled, and that is not always the case when people are just chasing dollars. That shift in my mind helped a lot.
Yeah. We just had a guest on that talked about finding joy in everything, and that'll make you successful in a kind of a cyclical way.
Yeah.
With Dugout, anybody listening, dugoutmugs.com, with this brand, you have the one main product, right? The cups, right? The mugs, essentially. No, I know you have
For the most part, that was our flagship. Yeah. It diversified the line into probably 12 or 13 different core products.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. The brand extensions from the core product, was that a struggle to figure out what the next one was? Like, okay.
Nope. The best thing you can do is ask questions and then shut up.
Right.
So you ask our people, like, hey, what do you think? Man, wish you guys had an opener. All right. To the drawing board.
Right.
Right. And it's like, I'm like, hey, what else could we do? We just launched tap handles, right? Baseball bat tap handles, home plate shaped coasters. It's like, just, we know who our audience is.
Right.
So you've got to dig into who is your avatar, like who is your audience. And ours, for the most part, it's women between 35 and 50 is who's buying most of our stuff.
Right.
Weird why, right? So ask questions. In life and business, ask better questions. You'll get better answers. You can make better decisions. So with us, it's like, okay, why are they buying? Oh, they're buying it for the husband. They're buying it for the boss. They're buying it for the kid. They're buying it for this. They're buying it for that. It's 83% of the time it's a gift. So we know to really throttle it up for Mother's Day, Father's Day, opening day, playoffs, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas. Like, we know when we spike, right? And all these things help us, and again, asking better questions. Oh, I wish you had a metal mug, that had a screw top lid on it. Okay. Why? Well, my 13-year-old could take it on the bus and it doesn't spill when they're going to games. Okay. Right. And then it's fail fast, fall forward. Again, you figure it out, you hit the market, and I have a big audience. You have a few million followers on social media and about 1 million people on my customer list. So I can hit that list and say, hey, we're dropping this new product. And everybody's like, oh my God, I love it. All right, guys, this is a new product in the line. Or, hey, this sucks. Guess what? And we tried a bat handle bottle brush, for like by the sink, a bat handle bottle.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a great idea. Quality sucked. We shelved it. We tried it. Some people gave some feedback, shelved it. Wasn't going to work. Next. Right. And not getting emotionally attached to it.
So what's the process like working with MLB? I'm assuming like the licensing and stuff. How's that work?
They love us. MLB loves us. We have a product that's not duplicatable, right? So, and at one point we were the fastest growing licensee in Major League Baseball in a decade, right? Our growth, year-over-year growth. And we make premium quality products that are lifetime warranty, made in America, all the stuff, right? And that's not always the case. So when they know that their marks are going on premium products and put into the market, it makes them look good. And we're paying them 6 figures a year in royalties. So they're not mad about that either.
Yeah.
They have some licensees maybe paying 10 grand, 5 grand, 8 grand, whatever. We're 100, 150. 1 year, it was $500,000.
Wow.
Paid them in royalties.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad that it wasn't that you were like, it's a nightmare. I hate it. It's a part of the job that you got to deal with. But it sounds like your personality probably helps a lot with it as well.
Yeah. I mean, listen, when your system sucks, your products suck, that's the start of the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to find, oh, they did this to me or they did that to me. It's like, well, you couldn't sell it. You didn't do a good job. That's not on them. They're giving, they're paying a lot of money. Fanatics actually runs MLB licensing. So Fanatics paying a lot of money to have MLB licensing and run it. So
that's how they stay in business.
I've noticed because they're
Fanatics gobbling up everything.
Everything I was trying to get sports apparel for, it was like JCPenney's, but it would be fanatics.jc. The first 10 results organically were all basically Fanatics kind of invented.
I didn't know that. It's interesting.
It's kind of crazy, the market penetration.
Yeah, what they did with the licensing, and then they took over Topps trading cards. I'm a big baseball card guy.
They did?
Oh, yeah.
I know that.
Fanatics bought, I think it was like $500 million.
Wow.
They spent for Topps, but at one point Topps was valued over $1 billion. And if I remember the story correctly, and I'm not saying I did, but I'm pretty sure it was valued over $1 billion. Then Fanatics took the licensing, and because Topps needed that licensing to I don't know what happened, but the value got like cut in half. And then they got
takeover.
Wow. Man,
they're doing. Hey, dude, listen.
Paramount Plus. What they're trying to.
I honestly think Fanatics is going to slide in and want this company more than I do. When that happens, we'll have a conversation about it.
The Fanatics, if any executives are listening, and listen a lot of this shit.
Tampa.
They had the corny office they got out of in town.
Oh yeah,
it looks like the Red Sox stadium.
With the guy with the mannequin sitting up there in the rain.
It's if anybody hasn't seen it, you can probably, you can look it up, but I'll try to paint the picture. Think of a dilapidated Florida building that tried to look like a baseball stadium as an office.
Just like one road-facing side of it.
Yeah, and next to like, kind of warehouse industrial kind of businesses.
I know. I remember driving by when I was a kid and they had the doors open. I was like, oh man, it's a stupid ass like warehouse thing.
He loves this, but he can't laugh too hard at what we're talking about.
They're just joking, Fanatics. It's a joke.
I had a product ideas I wanted to pitch.
Oh God.
What you got?
I was trying to prep on the drive over here, trying to think of some interesting ideas. Hit us with it. I want to show the resume as an ideation kind of creative person. Like in 8th grade, I thought, let's make a bagel company, fill the hole in. We call it Bogle, more bagel for your buck. Boom. So that's where my fire for entrepreneurship started. I couldn't get it.
Do you have any baseball related ideas or what the hell?
Lenders sent guys over to hit me in the knees with baseball bats. That's what I'm dovetailing into. Was getting there.
Oh.
I see the connection now.
I need a way to conceal. I love concealing like stuff that looks like other stuff, right? Like one day I hope to get a library wall where I can pull a book in the fucking wall.
Right, the globe bar.
There's a secret room where no one can find me and I can just sit in quiet. I need this problem for a lot of people are smoking weed. A lot of adults have a green card.
Baseball bat bong.
Well, I was thinking a place to put the weed, but yeah, fine. You've already been in the green industry. You're familiar with.
Yeah, let me write that down.
People ask us. I'll tell you, I'm sorely kidding. I'm not really. No, I'm not. We've had people reach out to us that want to turn our mugs into bongs. They want to turn them into urns. They want vases for weddings for the centerpieces. Crazy stuff, dude. Yeah, we've had some crazy stuff with these.
That's awesome.
Sold a lot of them, man. We've talked to a lot of people. Not everybody's all there.
Are you gonna stick to just baseball?
Yeah, are y'all?
Are you sticking to just baseball, or are you thinking about making?
I have several moving pieces. Baseball, and what I always tell people, like, oh, when can you do something with football? And I get it all the time, actually. But the answer is this: it's like, well, when baseball stops making money, then I'll cross that bridge, right? But when 70 to 75% of the baseball fans out there don't know about us yet, we got a long way to go,
right?
Canada. We just launched the Savannah Bananas line. And they just launched 5 more teams. So circles to go into. I mean, groomsmen gifts. the wedding industry, the groomsmen gifts, the corporate gifting. So that's actually an area where I'm really excited about is corporate gifting. So podcasters, perfect example. Everybody comes on the show, you just send them a gift, say, hey, thanks for your time. And it's your on a mug, we do that. I mean, do it. Coors and Miller and Corona and Celsius and Hard Rock and Yamava casinos, they put their logos on the mugs. These things are sick gifts, man. Financial advisors, banks, in every region, like Red Sox, and then on the back from your friends at PNC Bank or whatever it is, right? There's a lot of verticals that are, especially with my limited sales team, there's a lot of verticals that are untouched in this industry. That said, I do realize that being more broad to touch different sports, and I have a venture that is mapped out that will encompass all the sports and still the unique gifting sports space, because we've done such a good job with it. But I think because a lot of it's just duplicatable, right? I'm not going to put anything out there that's half-assed with my name on it, right? So I don't have to worry about the quality of it. And I have a lot of resources to get good stuff done. But I think it's really just a matter of I want to finish what I started here and get it on autopilot. Because after the buyout, there was a lot of rebuilding. Even today, when we were going to jump on earlier, and I was like, I need a couple more hours because we're down at the warehouse. We're moving to a new facility right now. We're moving into a brand new 8,000 square foot box.
Congrats.
In Winter Haven. Right. So, yeah, it's great. But again, we're at a 10,000 now. We're downsizing to a more optimized space. So there's a lot of this
right.
Moving and fixing. It's a big bucket with a lot of holes, man. So it's like, all right, just systematically fix this next, fix this next, fix this. Now we scaled back really hard for the last 2 years to fix the problems, and now we're going to scale back up again to be much more sustainable.
Yeah, companies typically go
make growth and stability.
Yeah, well, sorry to cut you off.
No, that's all right.
Companies typically go, we're gonna have a leaner year, then we're gonna have a growth year. A lot of people will do it like that. I mean, obviously it's different for every company, but like typically I find that a lot of companies try to do it that way just to kind of make it simple on everybody's brain in the company. But you go lean so that when you do scale, your profit margins are a lot better. Is that fair to say? Is that kind of weird?
Yeah, it's fair. I think with what we're doing though, we had 5 consecutive years of triple digit growth, which is crazy. Like I'm a wall over here. We're Inc. 5,000 3 years in a row.
That's girthy ROI is what we call it.
Yes. But again, like when you start going up like that, it gets wobbly, right? And the whole premise of what got you here won't take you there. And I took my hands off of certain levers that I should not have, and it's made it a little more wobbly, and it's okay, right? I still see the company and the brand. I mean, the brand of what we have is so valuable. The 1 million customers we have, so valuable, right? You understand the value of data, and these are people that know us, love us, trust us. And so now we still have all that, except now we're going to do it a little bit more lean, a little bit more strategic. I've really dialed back the COGS, the cost of goods, dialed that back in a big way. I found 2 companies that are a strategic acquisition, so I could potentially grow by acquisition.
Yeah,
companies that need all of our assets, like a killer warehouse team, our systems, our management, our reach, our network, right? All of these things could benefit these 2 companies in a big way. So I'm looking to roll them up and build more of a sustainable portfolio of Dugout.
Yeah. Hey, does your new warehouse have All About fans by Jans in them?
No, I'm hoping Mom hangs up the fan blades pretty soon. She needs this.
Oh, she's still going.
Yeah, you got to hook her on with an exit gift of industrial fan purchases.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna send you some information on a guy that I know that does hiring. That it's like they have a special. It's called Culture Index. If you want to get lean, you want to hire the right people. I've seen a lot of it where all the personality tests and stuff, and this one's the best one. I'm gonna hook you up with this guy because
taking them all.
It sounds like you are the perfect person to use that service. I mean, it's not. I'm not getting anything out of it, but I just want you to be able to get going. I like to see the Florida boy succeeding.
Yeah, man. And Lakeland's nice now. It used to be, a stop for Hooters on the way to Orlando.
On 98, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had the gym across the street. It was funny. That's how when we first got started, I went over and I gave all the girls
So
free
smart.
memberships.
Yeah, you got
Gave them all free memberships so they would come over before their shift and tan and then work out. So that when all the guys were coming in on their lunch break, the place was packed. And then they're like, dude, I'm totally joining here. Not like that, a shot, right? And then the girls would go off to work. It worked.
I heard
Well,
I heard Powerhouse did that with the strippers in there.
it works.
Yeah. I mean,
Marketing.
but kind of last question, I think we could talk to you for hours for sure. And I'll let you know. I think I'm booked in Lakeland soon to do some stand up, so I'll let you know when I'm in the area or whatever. Wood products. This is kind of a random question, but this is my gut feeling. Wood has an emotional connection for people, I think. Do you find that's part of the success of the product?
No, I think part of the success of the product based on the material is the quality, right? Like when you have something just etched.
Oh, what a Big Daddy Donnie T.
We made a lot of mugs for a lot of people. Yeah.
We're not getting
political.
Never go. I got a hat right here on my desk. Charlie Kirk signed and sent me earlier this year.
Yeah.
We made mugs for Charlie. He had on his desk. And this is Ron DeSantis over my corner over here. That's Ron. He gets our mugs every year.
Dunedin, Florida.
That's Grady Judd up here. Griffey's over here. Like, again, man, I've lived a hell of a cool life with this business.
Yeah.
Right. I wasn't ready to hang it up. But I think to your question, like the quality that can be achieved with wood and engraving, everything is unique. Every single mug is unique because it's real wood.
Yeah.
And our laser team, it's funny enough, he does stand-up comedy on the side as well. Loves it.
Probably know.
But his name is Nate Bearden.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, so Nate, we call him Laser. Dude's killer. Like
Cool.
He's killer. He just wants to go by Laser.
Hell yeah, why would you not?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. Yeah, but this guy, he manhandles these machines. We probably got 14 lasers that he's just a magician on and puts together some incredible stuff, man. And that's the quality that resonates.
I mean, right at the end of the show with those lasers out there, I got so many